Yo, how's it going, everyone? This is Mitchell Mander here, and welcome to another review of the Boruto manga. We're covering Chapter 65 in today's manga review, and it's a continuation, once again. The battle between Boruto, Kawaki, and Code rages on, with Naruto and Shikamaru finally catching up to them. Also, it appears that Boruto is out of control once again, with Momoshiki taking over his consciousness. So, how was the chapter overall? Well, before I get into the chapter review, you know the drill. If you're new to the channel, you like this type of content, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. It'd be pretty awesome if you would do that. So our chapter begins with Boruto having his heart attack that he had from the previous chapter. And while he's having this heart attack, it seems like time has stopped. Similar to how when Momoshiki first implanted the karma onto Boruto, time stopped then. The same thing is happening now, as everybody is frozen. Code's frozen, Kawaki's frozen, and Ada's even frozen. And that's when Momoshiki's like, yeah, you know those drugs you've been taking, boy? Yeah, it might delay the process, but it's only just slowing it down. You're eventually going to become, or I'm eventually taking over your body, and you're going to become me. So yeah. But anyways, this guy over here, yeah, he's with Kara. He has the 10 tails. So you know what? I'm taking over your body, boy. I'm just taking over. Just move aside. It's my fight now, and I'm gonna deal with this Code person here. So with Momoshiki now in control, yeah, he effectively starts pressuring Code, and he's just firing off gigantic Rasengans all over the place and at Code. And Code even remarks that his strength is like way above what it was when Boruto was fighting against him. And this is exactly why Boruto had no chance against him. So yeah, Boruto, or Borushiki I should say, is just firing off giant Rasengans left and right throughout the chapter. It's actually kind of crazy. Now we go over to Amado, Sai, and Sumire. And even though this is a very small part of the chapter, it's actually quite interesting. Seems like Amado is kind of surprised that Code is caught up to Kawaki, as Sai basically tells him that they're fighting somebody, Boruto's facing off against this person, and it's most likely Code. And Sumire over here is actually questioning whether Code has an ally that he's working with, which Amado doesn't really put it past it, but doesn't think that an outer would actually be capable of giving Code direct information like this. So he doesn't even suspect that Ada and Damon have been awakened. So that's kind of interesting, but the thing that's interesting here is that he actually goes silent as Sai's basically talking to him. And he thinks to himself, he's like, Kawaki, better not mess this up, boy. We've come this far, don't mess it up now. And you can see that Sumire is really getting suspicious of Amado. She's already been suspicious of him already, but yeah, she's getting a little bit more suspicious. And shout out to Sumire, as the fact of the matter is she actually seems to deduce that Code is actually working with an ally. And she's still keeping an eye on Amado, so props to our girl. She may not be doing a whole lot right now, but at least the manga is keeping her relevant in the sense that, yeah, she's definitely catching on to Amado's motives, and what he possibly could be plotting. Now back to the battle. Yeah, like I said, Borushiki is just blasting off giant Rasengans left and right. It's kind of crazy how much chakra he's actually like displaying right now. It shows how broken Boruto will actually be if he actually is able to gain control of this power in the future. He's just blasting the forest left and right to the point where Ada's like, yeah, Code, you might just want to leave now and get out of here while you have the chance, because yeah, you're putting yourself in danger. There's other people that are on their way, and then you have Borushiki over here who's blasting everything. You're going to end up getting killed if this continues. So Code attempts to steal Kawaki and go back to Ada. And Borushiki is about ready to blast him, and Code's over here like, hey, hold on, buddy. Don't you want the chakra fruit? Don't you want the divine tree to sprout? Well, you can't exactly blast Kawaki to bits, so I'd suggest kind of just slowing down here. It's a pleasure to meet you, but yeah, you might not want to do that. But this was probably one of my favorite parts in this entire chapter. Borushiki literally takes that giant Rasengan, seemingly compresses it into like a smaller Rasengan, and turns it, he calls it a Rasenden, which is basically a Rasengan. I'm just going to call it that. He just shoots basically a Rasengan bullet right at Code, and it literally pierces him, goes right through his shoulder. It's actually one of the coolest things I think I've seen in the manga in a long time, but yeah, pretty awesome scene. Now, I thought it was pretty funny because after doing this to Code and dealing a lot of damage to him, kicking him in the face, yeah, Borushiki just basically grabs Kawaki and just starts dragging him away, and like a screaming child. I don't know, I thought it was kind of funny. And even Momoshiki over here is like, hey, stop complaining. You shouldn't be actually complaining to the one that actually saved your life, or just saved your skin. So yeah, be a good boy and just be quiet. And obviously Kawaki, being Kawaki, goes to attack Borushiki, and he immediately gets taken down. He's like, all right, well, you're playing it hard now, so yeah, I'm gonna break your limbs and shut you up really quick. And he starts to actually break Kawaki's arm, and that's when Shikamaru actually shows up, paralyzes him, and Naruto swoops in and saves Kawaki. But despite being saved by Naruto, Kawaki isn't happy at all. He's actually pretty mad at Naruto for showing up, because he did this for Naruto. And Naruto now is putting himself in danger, so he tells him to run away or else you're going to be killed. And Naruto's like, what type of person do you think I am? I'm the Hokage. I'm not going to run away and let my villagers get threatened by Code here. Yeah, I'm going to stay here and fight. And while they're being distracted by this, Code shows up right behind Shikamaru and takes him hostage. And is like, yeah, take one step and I'm literally going to slit Shikamaru's throat. Yeah, and he'll be dead. So Naruto's being put between a rock and a hard place here. One of his best friends, his advisor, literally could die if he actually moves here. And yeah, Borushiki uses this opportunity to actually attack Naruto, and decides to actually work alongside Code to take out the Hokage, as they're both thorns on their side. So obviously Code wants to get rid of Naruto, and Borushiki wants to get rid of Naruto because he's causing all types of issues for him constantly. So yeah, they decide to work together. So Borushiki forms a giant Rasengan. I want to say right before that, Kawaki tries to attack him and gets taken down swiftly. And once again, Code's like, yep, don't move or Shikamaru's dead. And Shikamaru over here, he's actually trying to reason with them and be like, you know what, I knew the risk, so go ahead and attack them. Don't worry about me, let me die. You survive and save the day, Naruto. But anyways, after all that is said and done, Borushiki is about ready to blast Naruto. As Naruto isn't going to move, Naruto, he's not going to let Shikamaru die. He's going to save everyone. So he's about ready to take the Rasengan just point blank. And that's when we get the biggest surprise in the chapter. It would seem that our boy Kawaki either awakened the Karma Seal, he had it all along, like maybe Amado gave it back to him, or what. Not really certain, but yeah, he's got the Karma Seal again. He's got Ishiki's horn formed on him. It seems like his eye changed slightly as the chapter comes to an end. A very shocking end. So overall, I thought this was a fantastic chapter. This is definitely my favorite chapter of the Boruto manga from 2021. Easily. Like, the last few chapters it's been building up, but this chapter was good from start to finish, in my opinion. There's so much stuff going in this chapter, I just loved it. Like, you got the stuff with Borushiki just going crazy. You got Kawaki's big reveal at the end of the chapter. Even the small stuff like Amado, Sumire, and Sai's conversation was significant, and there's a lot of implications there. Naruto and Shikamaru on the battlefield. There's a real sense of danger because Shikamaru is in danger. He could potentially get his throat slit. Naruto doesn't have Kurama anymore, so if he gets injured majorly, he's not going to regenerate from it. So there's a real sense of danger here. There's a lot of tension here. Like, anything could happen in the next chapter. So I just liked a lot that was done this chapter, not to mention the new technique that Momoshiki came up with, the Rasengan, the Rasenden. That was awesome. So yeah, there's a lot to love in this chapter, in my opinion. Now, going into the first chapter in 2022, there's a few things I do want for exposition and explanation purposes, and also for this battle. We need to know exactly how Kawaki got the Karma Seal again. It's obvious he went to Amado and got it. He kind of implied before this that he didn't need the Karma Seal, so what changed? Did he just feel desperate to protect the Hokage? That he went to Amado right before this and got the Karma Seal back on him? Like, I want to know exactly what Kawaki was thinking or why he went back to Amado to get this. So there needs to be that. I need to see more like what Amado is thinking. Like the scene that we got in this chapter, it was good. Don't get me wrong, but I want to see more. Maybe Amado reveals something. Sumire starts questioning him more. Maybe Sai questions him too once Sumire starts questioning him. Like, there's a plot line and there's something developing there. I want to see that in the next chapter. I want to see, obviously, the end results of this battle. Maybe Code gets the heck out of there. Maybe Borushiki calms down. I do want to see a resolution to this battle eventually. Is Code going to get defeated, or is he going to escape somehow? Or how are they going to handle Borushiki? There's like a lot of things going in to the next chapter. But we do have to wrap this battle up, in my opinion. It's been going on for too long. I think the next chapter should probably be it, but I'm expecting it to go on at least one more month. So February is probably going to be the end of this battle, or this conflict. Which, it has to end soon, in my opinion, because the pacing's kind of off here, and we really need to be moving on. So, yeah. So that's all I got for this episode review. So overall, an excellent chapter, in my opinion. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. So in the comment section down below, post your thoughts. What do you think of this chapter? Did you love it? Did you hate it? What do you think of Borushiki's new ability? Kawaki getting this Karma Seal again? And what do you think Amado is plotting for Konoha, or what he's plotting in general? I'm interested to hear your thoughts, so post them in the comment section down below. If you're new to the channel, be sure to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell. And have a great day or night wherever you guys are at, and I'll see you later. Bye.